You okay with that map? Alright. Yeah, go ahead. Hold on, let me actually promote you first. Alright, try it again. It's so weird because like every time if whoever makes the server is automatically the red player for whatever reason. Yeah. Alright, so I chose extract, so you can go ahead and pick your secure. Right in. So alright, let's go with 18 threat. Alright, let me know when you're ready. Oh yeah, before we do anything. Um you can change the angle of the map. So if you want like this side, this side, or that side. Oh. So there's a okay. Well, so just to let you know, there's a little button right here. Says rotate 90. So do like that, like that, and then this was just the original. Yeah, I remember playing someone guy who I thought was gonna be like a cool person to play because I was like, this guy seems like he knows what he's doing. And then he went super try hard. I was like, oh, okay, you're playing one of those matches. I just brought like a fun list I just wanted to kind of test out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like, I think I've taught within the last week like 3 people how to play the game. So like, I actually literally went through a whole like beginner tutorial. We did the demo game and everything. And yeah, that one was actually pretty good. Like I felt like the guy understood the mechanics of the game. He was picking up like triggers and a lot of stuff like a lot better than most people who've played the game for a while. And I was like, all right, good on this guy. Like he's remembering like, yeah, I got stuff and I got this and I'm within 2, so I get this bonus. I'm like, all right, good for you. Yep. You got 18, right? All right, cool. Yep. Nice, good ball. Tactics cards. Uh, it just adds more to the game, and that's kind of where you want to be at because tactics cards can swing a game pretty wildly if you play things like at the perfect time when you need to. I had ones where like, cool, I have a Hulk who's at like 15 damage. He just went up to 19, about to get KO'd. And I'm like, oh wait, hold on, I got brace for impact. Have a nice day. Gotcha. All right, so let me go ahead and load the tokens. All right, so we have infinitive formulas and we have uh, hammers. So the thing is as long as we are within our range, we actually get power if we're next to it. And hammers, if you pick one up, you add one more dice to your rolls. But if you want to play team tactics card, it will cost you one more. All right. All right. So I'll go ahead with the first deployment, and I am gonna go ahead and put saber tooth. Oh, wait, hold on a second. There we go. Okay. All right. Go ahead and we'll put domino on this end. All right. That's domino. All right. Go ahead with omega red. Go ahead and put code there. And I'm gonna go ahead and put cable right there. Okay. So that's deployment. You have no more, right? Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and play cat and mouse. So after all characters have been deployed, an X-Force character may play this card. Place the character within 2 of its current position. This character cannot make more than one more action during its next activation. So I can only move once. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate cable, and I'm just gonna put him right. Get rid of this. There we go. Gonna put him right there. Actually, let's just right. That's fine. All right. All right. Good luck. Have fun. No. That's like a pre thing, so like that happens before. All right, so go ahead and do the power phase. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate Sabertooth, and I'm really doubt he's within one of that already. Yeah, and I'm just gonna double move right there. Spend one power to pick that up. and that's his activation. So you know about the shortcuts keywords, right? 6. Yeah. Well, 6 is actually if you have to push or pull somebody, that's going to be the angle you can do it on. So like if you were to push him and you hit 6 on it, like it gives you that to let you know that that's the where you can go ahead and do it. So the fun thing is that on every tool you can hit it again and it goes away. That one you can't. You literally have to hit the long button to make that go away. Yep. Yep. And then you go ahead and pick it up. Yep, and you should be within one of that. Well, it's not that, it's the game itself. Yeah, you're just outside of it. Normally, if you get into range, they'll actually put an icon above your head that you're actually within range of it. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's go ahead with let's go, yeah, let's go ahead with Domino. Alright, so I'm just gonna go right to the edge of it, within range one of it. There we go. Spin one to pick that up, and that'll be your activation. Yep, sure. Yep, yep. Cool. And I'm taking 4. Alright, so that does trigger my aggression or my aggressive. So after an attack targeting this character resolves, as this character suffer wounds, it may advance short towards the attacking character. So I get a nice short move. And then if you are within range 2, and you are, and that's also going to trigger my Untamed Force. After an attack against this character resolve, it may use a superpower. If the attacker is within 2, this character may use a Claw Slash attack targeting this attacker. The superpower can only be used once per turn, so I will pay the 2 power cost for that. And go ahead and make a 5 physical against MODOK. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. Get a crit. Yep. That happens at the modified dice step. So I get to roll one from Leadership of Cable, which is each character may reroll 1 die in their attack roll once per turn. So I'll take one of these blanks, reroll that. All right, so it's going to be 3 damage going into Modek. That's minus that, so it's 4. But since it doesn't count wilds, it goes down to 3. Yes, you do. So that'll be 2 damage, which sucks because that would have been a pierce. But since I don't have a wild, I don't get my pierce off, and also I don't get my bleed off either. But I do get 2 power. Nothing really. Um, so the fun thing is, I don't know if you actually wanted to use that version of Modok or this version of Modok. This is the new updated crisis cards that they're gonna come out with. Yeah. The only problem is they don't have a backside of so there's a big change to his P brain. See, the way it actually works now is that after the character rolls attack or defense dice, it may spend power. It may spend any amount of power to use a superpower. For each one spent, the character may reroll one of his own attack or defense dice. So the way that works is that after you roll defense, right then and there, you have to choose if you're going to spend power or not. People used to think it was different, where it was you had to wait to the modify dice step and then pay power to do it. So everybody was actually playing that, even though it was kind of strict, where it actually says like after the rolls attack. So if you roll attack, you don't actually get to see what the other person's rolling defense. So it makes it hard because like, man, I just rolled like 3 or 4, and you don't know if you have enough power to actually kill that person. So you spend a bunch of power to try to do it, and becomes like, oh, he's already dazed because he rolled nothing, and it's. So the updated version actually tells you that you can actually do that during the modified dice step. So this one actually says while the character is attacker defending during the modified dice step of the attack, it may spend power to rerolls basically. So that's like the big change that they're adding to him. Where first it's like, oh, he's getting nerfed, and then it's like, oh, he's actually kind of going back to normal. Right. So the way it works, step one is attacker builds his dice pool. Step two is defender builds dice pool. Step three, attacker rolls. Step four, defense rolls. Step five, I explode crits. You explode crits. Then it's defense like modify stuff. So it's I modify, you modify. So at that time, yeah, I get to roll for my leadership ability, and then you were able to change my wild into a blank. So that's yeah, because this is where it changes my wild results into blanks. Which is crazy because that's such a good ability. Because again, literally would have got a Pierce, which would have got rid of that one wall that you had, and then you would be bleeding right now. But Modak, big brain, really strong. Mhm. Well, it's gonna throw you off because this is like literally the way people play it, but at the same time, it's good to know because they changed a lot. Because like this is the most scariest fucking disgusting Hulk they ever created. And then Shuri has like the same issue because with her upgrades, um, it was the same thing. You had to pay upgrades right after you rolled, so you didn't know if you're paying extra or not. And also they changed because before she literally was able to push the Hulk and like Dormammu with no problems. Now they only could push ice 3 or less. So she actually got a good nerf, and then um, Captain America is finally actually like really good now. Well, again, this is it's not really correct way because it's not implemented yet. These are just what they've showed so far. The only other card that they showed was recently was Green Goblin, and he's finally good, and I'm so happy because I painted his model, and I'm like, I can play him now because he doesn't suck. All right, so that's the end of Modak's activation. All right, so let's see here. Let's go with range 3. Oh, pretty sure that's pretty far. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty far. Alright, so I'm just probably gonna double move because this guy is super slow. Um, Actually, because he moves so slow, I'm just gonna put him within range 1. So yeah, if you see like right above my head and you're in Modoc's side, you can see the little capsule under it now. So that tells you that you're within range of the objective. All right, and that's gonna be Omega Red done. I know Loki has some shenanigans going on too. Uh, oh, okay, he's got that. So if I'm within range 4, then I have to spend 1 power if I want to use a reactive or superpower. Cool. Trickster, power. Well, you do actually have power for that. When this character is targeted by an attack, you may use a superpower. This character makes a short advance. At the end of the advance, the character is outside of the attack. Okay. Uh, did you add more power to yourself? Yes. So you should be at 2, not 3. Oh, the gem. That's right. Gems give you 1 power extra. Never mind. Cool. Yeah, I literally had to read that rule 'cause I'm like, why is it giving? Because I was playing Thanos with 2 gems, and he was getting 4 power every turn. Like, why am I getting 4? And it's like, oh, that's right. You get a power just for holding a gem. So I'm like, okay, there, that makes sense. Cool. Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and activate Toad. Cool thing about him, he can actually be within range 2 of something. So I'm just gonna move him there and yep, call it a day. Oh crap, dude. Yeah, I kind of messed up on my thing. So I forgot we have hammers. So basically, you actually get an extra dice in your roll. So forgot about that. No, whoever's holding it, and Sabretooth was holding one, so I missed a roll. Good to know for next time. Yeah, this is literally the first time I played hammers. I've seen a bunch of people play hammers. So. Yeah, characters add one dice to their attack roll for each hammer. Yeah, he does. Yep. Sure. Yep. Cool. Yeah, yep. And you have no crits. I do have a crit, so I gotta roll my crit. Cool. Alright, so you did cons back. So before damage is dealt, the target loses one power for each weld. So I lose a power, so I go down to 3. All right. I know. I took one power because you rolled a wild. No, no, no. I took one. So now we do damage step. You roll 2. I'm blocking 3, so no damage to me. Alrighty. And my last activation is going to be Cable, so he's going to go ahead and spend 1 to pick up the hammer. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and make a short move up here because I can't fly or do anything like that. Who do I want to target? Got 3, he's got 3. They are way too out of my side. Let's see what shenanigans you have. So you can't do Hail Hydra. And you got nothing. Alright, so I'm gonna go shoot a 5 dice energy blast into Red Skull. And if I get a wild, you get an incinerate. Yikes. So I get to have one reroll. Hopefully it's a wild. It's a crit. So all right. So that's gonna be 2 damage into Red Skull, and I think I gain 2 power. Yes, I gain 2 power. Yeah, no one's in range for that. All right, and that's gonna be his activation. So yeah, he's good. Yeah, no, that's everybody activated. Sorry, I did not put Toad activation. So yeah, that's everybody's gone. All right, so let's go ahead and do things. So this is actually kind of fun, right? Click on that, and it'll actually give you a little avatar. So go ahead and click on that. Yep. All right. So I am holding this one and that one, so I get 2 points for that. You're holding the same, so you get 2 points for that. You have one hammer. All right, so you get 1 point for the hammer. I have 2 hammers. No, I have 3 hammers, so I get 3 points. Up to 5. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit the automatic cleanup. All right, and then go ahead and hit the automatic power phase. All right, and you have priority, so it's your turn. Actually, hold on. Shoot, really not much I can do. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, there's a card I was gonna play, but no one has enough power to do anything yet, so I'm just gonna hold off on that for a while. Okay. Well, his trigger on that would be anybody within 2, which no one else is into. No, so his special thing about Whirling Blades is that if as any other person was within 2, you also get to hit that person as well. Yep. Yeah, so this would be point of the game where if you want to use the P brain, this is where you would do it. Alright, so you don't want to re-roll the blank or the shield. Alright, alright, and go ahead and alright, I got 2 crits. Well, again, the whole thing is before damage dealt. Like right now, we haven't dealt damage. Yeah. So like we haven't resolved anything yet. Right now, we just finished rolling. So You have one wild, or you have two wilds, so that gives me a bleed token. So you get a bleed token from his character, and then just kind of drop it on top of saber diff. Right. And now we calculate whatever is a success and everything. So you got one, two, three, and four, and I'm blocking three, so I take one damage. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So, all right, so it's a draw, so I don't take damage. Good, because that would suck for him. Yep. Yeah, that's why sometimes it's worth paying one or two power to re-roll that because you could have made it so I blocked four and four, but you could have actually maybe rolled one or two more, and actually took them out. That's why that peep range actually is pretty good to do, because you will generate power pretty quickly as a Moda because you do have a lot of health, so you can take quite a bit of punishment and still generate. You know. Yep. So again, this would be that time if you want to pay power to reroll, you can. Yep. So what's the way rerolls work in this game is that you cannot reroll the same dice twice. But you have different powers that let you do a reroll, then it's different. So like Black Panther has if you pay a power you get reroll, right? And if you're right next to Shuri, she can pay up to like whatever as much as you want, like up to five or something, to do rerolls. So basically, if you roll one dice and it doesn't come up to what you want it to be, then because the other power kicks in, you're able to actually re-roll that same dice. But in this case, because it is the same power, like you can't re-roll that same dice. You can roll two different dice. Well, right now, I roll my defense. All right, so you get to explode your crit. Yep, good thing you got those rerolls. And then I get to split my crit. All right, now you get to choose two of those dice you want to reroll. Yeah, so you click on right here, right? And look at the difference. See, like those rerolls came in handy. You got an extra hit off of that. So you're doing four damage. I am blocking two, so that is enough to actually daze him. So I'll take the two damage, take two power from that, and then I go ahead and drop this here. So you get to put that within range two of anywhere. But you do get power gain equal to delt. So you did two damage, so you get two damage back. And we're gonna give you that extra power. Now take that one away because I'm dazed, so I can't really do anything anyway. So that'll bring me down. All right. And all right, so go ahead and put that wherever you want. And also, you may want to actually pick up the hammer too before you end your turn. No, no, no. Because you dazed me, I dropped the hammer. So you get to put it within range two of anywhere you want. Yep. spend one. Yep, go ahead, spend one power. All right, and go ahead and put it on Modoc. There you go. Okay, all right. So let's see what kind of cheeky plays I can do this. All right, so I am within three of Loki. All right, well, what shenanigans does he have? I mean, yeah, you can do that actually. I mean, might as well make you waste power. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a automatic pistol into Loki. So that's for physical. Yeah, with Domino, which is four. And this time I do have a hammer, so that's actually five. Trickster. Yep. So when this character is targeted by an attack, you may use superpower. This character makes a short advance. If at the end of the event, this character is outside the attack or the attacker's line of sight, the attack ends. If the attacker's activation and the attack did not target multiple characters, the attacker may make another action to break abuse one turn. So yes, you can go ahead and move him short. Yep. Yep. Alrighty. So no, it's not that. It's just more of I wanted to see what his range on his nonsense is because I want to see if I can do. Oof. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I'm just gonna double move. Okay, and that's gonna be Domino. Oh, so she's got great shenanigans. So her special is things tend to go my way. So when this character is attacking or defending, enemy character does not roll additional dice for crits. So if you get a crit, you cannot explode it. So you're doing unleash the cube. All right. So 1, 2, 3 from her. That's rough. 0. No, no, no. It's the fin one, so that's good. Oh yeah, so we have to determine damage first before we can do anything else. So you're doing 3. I have nothing, so I do take 3 damage. That is 1, 2, 3, and I get 3 power. All right. So now that damage has been dealt, we go ahead and choose what's going on. So after attack resolve, the character and the character within one of the territory gets stunned. So I get the stun token on her, and now you get to throw me short, or me. You have the option to throw me or not. Yep. Yep. All right. And I take another damage. Cool. All right. So just want to double check something really quick. Oof, that's gonna be close. Yeah, that's gonna be real close. Shoot, let's see what happens. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and activate cable. I'm gonna spend 2 power for body slide. So that lets me move. Well, not move, but I get a free movement. And yeah, bye. What do I want to do here? Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and use my plasma rifle on him. Oh, forgot, dude. You're supposed to have the incinerate on him on Red Skull from the last time I hit him. So you roll one less dice. I thought I threw it on there. I was like, I even said like you get incinerated, and it's like didn't even put it on. Alright, so that's gonna be 6 because he has a cube, so I don't forget that. So that's gonna be 6 energy into Red Skull. And your defense is gonna be 2, unless you're gonna play Hail Hydra. You don't even have power for it. You're rolling, yeah, you're rolling 2 because of Incinerate. Alright, exploded my crit. Do you have any crits? No. Alright, and then I get to reroll from leadership ability. Cool. So that is 5 coming in. You have 1 defense. That's gonna be 4 damage into Red Skull. So I will gain 4 power, so bring me up to 7. Nice. Um, hmm. All right. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and take a nice big old shot at. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna make you waste power. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot Loki. Yeah. So if you want to go ahead and not take damage, you want to play 3 for Trickster, do it now before I load on you. Cool, because I am not within 4 of you. Um, just outside 4. So that's gonna be 6 energy going into Loki. So cool thing about dice, right? If you already have close to what you have, you actually hit the total button. It'll bring them back down, and you just add 1. That was really bad on my part too. All right, I'm gonna reroll 1 for leadership ability. Cool. All right, so I am throwing 3 into you, and you have incinerate. And I'll take another 3 power. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Yeah, if you have it like on the top thing, it doesn't actually like you don't click on it because it won't actually tell you what it is. But incinerate again is the character removes 1 die from its defense roll. All right, and that is gonna be him because I am not within medium of anybody. Yeah, rip. All right, so that's his activation done. Yep, sure. Okay. Yep. And I'm gonna go ahead and spend 2 power for telekinetic shield. So when this character or allied characters within 3, I could have used that. Son of a bitch. All right, good to know. Within 3 targeted by an attack, this character may use superpower. Add 2 dice to the defense roll. So I'm gonna be rolling 5 defense, which that could have saved Domino from a lot of nonsense. All right, let's go ahead and explode your crit. Yeah, I'll go ahead and explode uh, my crit. Crits. Nice. So I am blocking 4, and you have 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I take no damage. Do you have any effects on that? What was it? The energy blast? But does it say after this attack resolved, the character gains oh, okay, equal to power dead. Okay, so you didn't do it. All right, cool. So that's that attack. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and spend 2 power again for that. So 5 dice. Oh god. Yeah, I just rolled all hits. So like, if I was fighting you, yeah, this would have been a fucking great roll. Okay, oof. All right, so I'm taking 3 damage, and you gain 3 power. So rolled perfect on the first run, whiffed the hell out of it on the second one. Okay. Yep. Yeah. So I was gonna do that to you earlier, and I'm not within range medium because I would have done it to you. So yeah, you won't be able to do it because the way it works is not medium from the terrain; it's actually medium from the person himself. Yeah. So you can see. Because I tried to chuck that. I was gonna chuck either Red Skull or Ultron, and I'm like, I am out of range of that. No, no, no. Yeah, the medium range has to touch my base. That's why I was trying to chuck it at you, and I couldn't because I wasn't in range. Yeah, hold on. Yo, my medium range is fucked up. Look how small it is. The hell? Like, what the? I'm sitting like wondering, like, why is your thing so damn big? Like, the fuck? What? Yeah, yeah, no, I scaled it up, but the only problem is I don't know exactly how big it's supposed to be. No, because even my largest, yeah, my large is off scale too. What the fuck? Is it supposed to be like within it like that, or? Oh, let me see. Oh, take out yours because I want to see what the hell, like, what the hell is going on? Like, why did this get all screwy like that? Okay, so, all right. I'm like sitting like, why does everything feel odd? Okay, that's too big. Is it? Yeah. Okay. All right. So that one's fine. All right. So let's see about medium now. Man, yeah, I'm sitting here like I'm like, man, everything's so like not there. No, it's more like you can if you had it if you didn't really think it through like 100%, like you don't have to like as long as the other person's like cool with it, then 'cause again, like my scaling, you can see how bad this thing is. That's good, right? Alright. Let me see your small just in case because I feel like things got really out of whack. I don't understand why those things. That looks fine. All right, so that's fine. So, holy crap! Yeah, that makes a huge difference. Damn, what? I mean, okay, cool. Thanks, game. Yeah, see, like I could have thrown at him because you get the thing where it shows you if it's green if you're in range. See, like he's out of range. Well, the game, this is how it does it. You know what I mean? That's like no, I know that, but my no, I know I have a gap. I'm saying like my medium's screwed up. Look at it. It's small again. See, it shrink. Yeah, look, it shrink again. That's so weird. This game, like, why are you bugging on me? Yeah, see, it does the same shit for that. Yeah, see, like it shrink again. I don't know what is with this game's thing, and I can't even like I hit to refresh it, and it doesn't actually do anything. Let's see if it does it too. Yeah, see, even your tool makes it not snap to it. Yeah, see, now it snaps to yours perfectly fine, but won't snap to my characters. So weird. I've never had that. Um, that's Ultron done, right? Right. Again, like, if see, it's not like, oh, I declare to do this, and then like, oh crap, I don't have range. Like you always check ranges, and then it doesn't go off. It doesn't go off. Yeah. You did two attacks on me, so you don't have any more actions. Alrighty. Let's see here. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate Omega Red. I am gonna go spend 2 power and use Ensnare. So push an enemy character within 4, and in this character's line of sight towards this character medium. A character can be pushed by the super only once per turn. So I will spend 2 to go ahead and move Modoc. All right, you may want to put the mediums on him because this is going to be wonky. Hello, Mr. Modoc. You're really up in my face. Okay, so when you snap on somebody like him, because there's two things to do, right? you have place, right, which holds it, and then you can kind of like move the character anywhere within it. Or you right click. Hold on. If you right click, it'll actually put it, and then undo puts them right back. All right. So, um, Omega Red Special. When this character, no, enemy characters that end their activation within 2 of this character gains the poison special condition. Additionally, at the end of this character's activation, enemy character within 2 of it gain the poison special condition. So regardless, you're going to get special poison. Well, not yet, because it does matter when you get special things, because I could do like damage if you're around me if you're already poisoned. But it says that at the end of this character's activation, enemy characters within 2 gain poison. So enemy characters that end their activation within 2. See, like if you would have like moved into me and then ended your activation, then you would be poisoned. But because I pulled you, you don't get it until after my turn's done. And that does make sense, because again, if I do death factor, like you just automatically get 2 damage. So that's where things like that have to play out, right? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a what's it, carbonadium coils onto Modoc, which is gonna be 5 physical. So after the attack result, the character gains power equal to power debt, and then drain life. After the attack result, if the attack dealt damage, the character removes 1 damage from himself. So like basically like a self heal. All right, I have none of those. And like I said, you can pay power if you want to do the rerolls. All right, I'm gonna explode my crit. All right, and then I'm gonna use a reroll for my leadership ability. All right, that's gonna be 3 going into Modoc, and I will gain 3 power. If it was only enough to do Red Terror. All right, and then just gonna go ahead and do that again. So like, if you know, when I hit the total button, like it brings back 6, and then I just -1, and then it's easier to roll. All right, so you got a wild so far. So do you want to pay the power to reroll that hit? Yep. Okay. So I missed it right there. So I get to reroll one of mine. Well, and then you get to reroll one of yours. All right, cool. You're blocking everything. I missed everything. So bad. All right, so that is the end of his activation, and now you get the poison special condition on Modoc. And what poison does is that during the power phase, you do not get power, like, or you lose a power. Did it not go on hammers? Yeah, yeah, he's got a. Right, so that is his turn. Alright, just to let you know, we can just always double check. So you're not within range of that. So if you actually move him off this, you're going to be losing a point because, and on top of that, since I moved Modoc, this point's uncontested. So if you're going to move him, you're going to lose 2 points. So next turn, at least you'll come up a bit because I lost one of the cubes or one of the hammers. So you'll get at least 3 points, and me, I would be getting 4 points. So if you move out, then I'll be gaining four, and then you'll be getting two. So like, do you want to do damage or do you want to try to? Because that's where I see a lot of people go bad in this game. Is that like I just want to fight and kill, and it's like cool, like do it all day. I'm winning on points. So like what you can do is just like move him up so that he's within one, but he's kind of like closer up. So next turn, if you want to put like Ultron back a little bit, and then try to do stuff with Loki, because again, that four thing that he has on him is annoying as hell. Yep. Yep. You're good there. You're good there. Yep. Cool. All right. So Toad, he's just gonna double move, or he'd probably just move once. Yep. So I'm just gonna move there, and I should be within out of range four. Oh yeah. Hmm, odd. Can you do a range four from Loki? Yeah. You may want to take that back. Cool. All right. As long as I'm outside of range for Loki, then I can go ahead and do that. All right, and that's his activation. Yeah, so that's generally a no-no. It's like you can't have two movement or two things on the board at the same time. So that's my bad. All right, so points time. I control the two back. Um, so I get 2 points. You have that one. That's 1 point. You have two hammers, and I have two hammers. All right, go ahead and I'll do the auto cleanup. Ready? and go ahead and do the power phase. So yeah, you need to start looking at some of these cards because there's some of them are actually really, really strong and good. It's a really, really good card. Basically, what it does is that if someone is within two of Red Skull, uh, both of you play two power. So basically, like say Ultron, he goes, he does a bunch of stuff and stops, right? Then I do something, and then Red Skull, if he's only within two, you both played two power each. Now Ultron gets to go again. So it's usually when you do that, always do that on MODOK. It's like you always want to keep Red Skull and MODOK together because you want MODOK to double activate because he's the one that's doing all the stupid damage. Um, the other one that's really good on yours is Disarm. Yeah, so when two allies are within three of the same enemy character, everybody spends one. The enemy character rolls two fewer dice on all attack this round to a minimum of one. So, especially if you're going to hammers, because someone that has hammers is rolling extra dice. Now you're actually getting rid of those extra dice. Um, Aim lackey is good because it gives you free movement. So, Bodak may spend three to play this card. Choose an ally character. This character may perform a move action as an additional action during its activation. They'll allow it to move and then double attack if you wanted to. So, so these cards in particular, these are active cards, so they all have the active keyword on it. That means this has to be done during your turn. If you have it reactive, so like mine, I actually have a few reactive ones. That has to be. I can do that basically whenever it needs to be triggered. So during the power phase, which is right now. Um, so let's actually go ahead and do the power phase. Okay, so you did yours. I did not do mine, or did it finally trigger? Yeah, it finally triggered because I got my four on. He only had three before. So during my power phase, I can play any number of allied X-Force characters may spend two power to play this. Each character must be within two of the characters to spend power to target them with attacks this round. So I'm going to go ahead and spend two power on Cable and two power on Domino. And screw it, two power on Toad. So basically, if you want to attack any of those three characters, you have to be within range two to do so. Um, Domino has the stun, so an effect would cause character. All right, so what stun does for Domino is that anytime, like, say you hit me for like three or whatever, I can only gain one power from that. Like, I can't gain three. Um, you have the poison special condition on Modak, which means during the power phase he can't get power. So, like, you would gain a power, you actually lose that power. So that's why he didn't get any power. Oh, yeah, I forgot to put the days on him, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip that card and remove these. All right, so he's good. All right, so it's now your activation. You have priority. It's just basically these three on the left side, or your right, my left. It makes no sense doing it on those two because they are within range two of you, so it doesn't matter. He does have flight. outside of range of him, but you are within the range of him. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna spend 2 for a telekinetic heal shield. That's gonna be 5. All right, blocking two crits. Oh, okay. So yes, Ultron does have a special reactive thing. Yes, analyze and annihilate. So during an attack made by this character before resolving crits, it may use this. Uh, add an additional die to the attack roll for each critical in the opposing defense roll. So timing. Basically, I rolled. I had 2 crits. So before I roll those crits, you basically can spend 2 power, and you would get 2 more dice because I have crits. Right. So the time is during an attack made by this character. So that's you before resolving crits. So before anybody explodes crits, you can use this power. Add additional die to the attack for each critical in the opposing defense roll. So basically, I rolled 2 crits. You can go ahead spend 2 power, and because I rolled 2 crits, you can actually now roll 2 more dice. Yep. Yep. Just add just 2 dice, and go ahead. Yeah, there you go. No, because this is after so it's after. Yeah, it's after the initial roll. So the only time where that's different is actually Domino. So the way her wording is that it says after this character rolls attack, defense, or dodge dice, but before resolve critical step, it may spend any amount of power to use superpower. So for each power spent, choose 1 skull, treat it as a crit for the remainder of the attack. So you treat a skull as a crit, and then you get to explode that skull because you're doing it before you actually roll crits. So that's the only like main exception to the rule is Domino's that. Ready? So oh man, you know what we've been forgetting? So Loki gets a power because he's next to that turn. Toad gets one, and Omega Red gets one. Totally be forgetting that trigger. So it says, yeah, during the power phase, characters contesting a serum catastrophe gains 1 power. So Loki gets a power, and then who is it? Toad gets a power because I have that point, and then Omega Red gets a power. All right. So you got see here 4. I am blocking 2, so I will take 2 damage. Oh yeah, you get a power if you do damage. So yes, you do get a power for that. Trust me, I've missed that trigger several times. Yep. And this time we actually are in range. Which one? This one? Alright, so Gonna unlock it and then delete it. Okay, and at that point, I'm gonna go ahead and spend 1 power and brace for impact, and have a nice day. It's actually kind of funny, right? So apparently, you actually still roll dice, but that just makes it so you don't take damage. And the reason why you do it is because some people gain power for certain things that you roll when you do that. Like it was Doctor Octopus. If he rolls a crit, he gains a power. So that's why you still roll dice. So when it comes to the stuff like that, I don't gain shit from any of that. So I'm not even gonna bother rolling. So I just tell people have a nice day after I just do that. Cool. All right. So because I'm a little bit scared, um, let's see how this works. All right. So let's see. Within three. Did I do? Yes, I did. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate Toad. I am gonna spend 2 power, which is the last 2 power he has, anyways. Which is I don't know why it keeps like taking away power. I had 2 power, I added one from that, and it just disappeared. All right. I'm gonna play med pack. So I spend 2 power and remove up to 3 wounds from this or any ally character without a daze token within 3 of this character. So Cable is within 3, so he's gonna remove 3 wounds and put it back to 2. And then as my second activation, I'm just gonna move him back over here somewhere because he is really screwed right now, and he don't want none of that. And so, yeah, that's gonna be again. As long as I'm within 2 of this, I'll be fine. So, yep, come on, there you go. All right, and that's gonna be Toad activation. Yeah, I actually played Cabal the other day. That's why I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Ultron has that trigger. Like, don't forget that's a good trigger. Yeah, like you really need to have a good understanding because like the way I play Cabal is I keep Red Skull and Modoc together, and the reason why is because Red Skull has a special, which is a Cosmic Cube. It's an action. You gain 3 power, and then you roll 5 dice, and if you get a skull, you take a damage for it. So it's an easy way for him to generate power. And then once you have that power, you can do Master the Cube, which is choose this character or ally character within 4 and place it short. So basically, Modoc moves short, right? So he can't move that well. So having someone like Red Skull next to him and get him up the board faster makes him scary because he can do that kind of stuff. And then at that point, you use the Cosmic Configuration to give Modoc another activation so he can start taking a lot of people out. Like that's how you generally run Cabal, like if you're running Modoc. The other thing too, generally speaking, like if you're running like someone like Ultron, you want to be running like Baron Zemo. Like Cabal's core three is usually Red Skull, Modoc, and Zemo. Zemo is because one, he moves long, and then two, he has a charge, which means you get to move long and attack. Um, and then reroll defense dice, and then he does bleeds and stuff. So like Zemo's just a really strong he's like probably the strongest street threat character in the game. Which why people are calling for nerfs, and I'm like, the fuck you! Like I like the way he is. Leave him alone. They're calling for him to like, no, he can move long, but his charge has to be like a medium. I was like, oh, like no, screw you. I like my long charges. Poison. I got it. Yeah, poison. All it is that when the power phase, you don't get a power. Yeah, but as a Modoc, he's gonna get power from a lot of shit, so it doesn't really matter too much. If you click automatic power, because the token's there, it shouldn't be giving him. It wouldn't give him power. So like a good strategy for right now, right? Use master the cube, move yourself short, and now you have two attacks versus moving him and then only have one attack. Yeah. So basically, like you would be able to do that, right? And then try to be within. Yeah, she should be within too. So that way you get yourself a little more extra movement. Yeah, too. You know, it's funny. I actually never read the blank part. Man, I actually, this place I was teaching the guy how to do it. He did that, and he actually knocked himself out. No, that's an action. Yeah, so it actually does say action before the word. So it says Cosmic Cute action. So this character may gain 3 power. So that is an action to do that. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the only time when if it actually does say action on it, then that means it is an action. Yeah, you are out of range. All right. Okay. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and activate. Yeah, let's go ahead and activate Omega Red. All right. So I'm gonna spend 2 power. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna spend 2 power. This character and enemy characters within two of this of it with the poison special condition suffer 2 damage in the order of your choosing. Disrespectfully, you use 1 per turn. So Modak is within 2. You do have a poison, so you take 2 damage. All right, and then no, it's just a superpower. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my carbonadium coils. 5 physical into Mr. Modoc. Damn it. Okay. I get to re-roll my leadership ability. Come on. Nope. All right. So You changed that wild into a blank, so I rolled nothing. Okay, all right. So we're just gonna do that again because I was gonna use Red Terror, but I can't because yeah, I'm missing one power. Cool. I have a crit, so that's something. Uh, Hey, all right, two crits, two points, two power. You take two damage. Ugh, such a bad freaking roll. I can't believe that. And yeah, I can't really do anything else. I can't. I mean, I can pull you, but there's no point. You're just like you're literally like in my face. So, all right, that's a mega red done. This might be the yeah. I'm gonna say this might be the time you play disarm on Sabretooth. Oh, it's two cares, isn't it? Oh, never mind. Yeah, no, he's short. See, I literally thought you were gonna double move onto the point, or I told you to do that little move because I thought you were gonna go here and then hit him twice. Oh no, Modoc is priority because he's literally the biggest threat on this whole board. Yep. Yeah, because the thing of lame lack, because I was reading it to him like, man, I'm kind of close to each other, but it says the additional attack must target another character within two of the original target. So I am outside two from. Oh, aim lackey. Yeah, no, aim lackey just lets someone do an extra move. But you gotta remember, it says another, not him. Okay, cool. Yep, that's annoying as shit. Yep, sure. Yep. Yeah, I forget that he has such a freaking big ass base that that movement was actually pretty damn long. Yep. Who? Yeah, you can only do it within two. Again, that's the reason why I didn't waste their power because I'm like, you're gonna be within range two regardless. Yeah, so this is kind of where the misplay happened a little bit. Because if you would have put him within two, you could have done the whirling blitz. Sure. Mm. And this is the point where if you want to pay power to reroll. Yep. So I lose one. Yeah. Go ahead and explode your crit. Yeah. Yeah. You're good. Yeah. You're hitting for three, and gain that power as well. See, this is where you should have spent as much as you could because you wanted to one shot him, right? Now, because that didn't happen, now I get to use my Untamed Force, and because I'm within two of you, I'll spend two power, and now I get to do a five dice attack on you, which most likely going to take you out if I'm lucky. Yeah, so I'm hitting for two pieces. You're going to re-roll that wild, so that sucks, or not re-roll it, but block it or change it. All right, so I got a crit, load the crit. Yes. Yep. Yep. That was clutch, and I re-roll my thing. Damn it. So that's three that goes blank, and so yeah, you block it all. Fucking wild, man. That's bullshit. Hey, yeah, you get to roll zero wilds, which is so dumb because that gets rid of my whole point of having pierce and bleed and shit. Domino and cable hasn't gone. Yep. Well, thank you, Sabretooth. You didn't do shit for me this game. You suck. I hate you. I should have taken Wolverine. Yep. Well, right now, yeah, it's explode crits. Oh yeah, no, he's dead. Uh, Well, that has sap power, so you have 2 wild, so that takes away 2 power from me, and you gain 2 power. And that's 2, 4, 7, and I only block 1, that's 6, so I'm dead. Uh, Fucking Modog, you are just such a bad character. Alright, so I guess at this one, Domino. So I can afford to do that. So as long as I film open range 4. Seriously? Like that's the amount of I'm missing. Good on you, Domino. Good on you. Alright, so I'm gonna have to move her. Actually, I'm gonna move here so I can get cover. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do my grenade bounce. So that's 1 power. That's gonna be 4 energy. 5 because I have a hammer. That's gonna be Modoc. So basically, this attack ignores line of sight, and you don't get cover. You automatically get incinerate. So after the attack resolve, you get incinerate, and then explosive. So before damage is dealt, if other enemies within 2, which no one is, they suffer things. So oh no, you're rolling defense. No, it's energy. Only for attack. Yeah. Yep. Cool. Because fucking wilds. Yeah. So all right. They do that 1 damage. Yay. So many activations for 1 guy. All right, then that's her turn. Yep. You get an extra movement. You just get an extra movement, basically. So it's like you can move off the point, do 1 attack, and then move right back up. If you can get in range of 2 of me. Yeah. So if you can get within range, medium to there, then yeah, you can move there, attack, and then move right back on the point. Yeah, you'll be in range. Because he also has it, so you have to be within 2, and you can't reach him whatsoever. Yes, because aim lackey gave you that free movement. But like I said, if you don't use that second one to move back, then you're gonna give up 2 points. Right. Alright, and now I have to spend 3 instead of 2 because of your bullshit. And I'll add 2 more dice, so that's gonna be 6, so you have to get double wild. So after the attack resolved, you may advance the target its speed. After the advance is resolved, all the cards within 2 of the target suffers damage. Cool. Rolled nothing. Yep. And you rolled no wild, so you can't move me. So this will be decision time. It's either do another attack to try to take me out and I drop the hammer, or do you go back on the point? Yep, I would do the same thing. I'm paying 3 again because nonsense. There we go. That's what I want to see. Some crits and a block. Oof. All right, so I'm blocking 3. You're hitting for 5. Yep. So I take 2, and that will be enough to daze me. All right, so that was a good play. I dropped it. All right, so I don't have any more activations because you killed one and then dazed the other. Alrighty, so that's going to be the end of this round. Let's go ahead and do points. I'm only holding the back one, so I only get 1. You're holding none of them, so you don't get none of those. You're holding 3 hammers, so you get 3 points for hammers. 1, 2, 3. And I have 1 hammer left, so you're making this a close game, dude. You caught up. And now this is where the fun game begins. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do auto cleanup. All right, and go ahead and do power face. All right, so now this is where things get interesting. I do. Now let's see what kind of shenanigans I get to do. Oh, I really wish I had this last time. It's like for each attack that deals damage after attack resolved, remove 1 wound from this character. um, let's see. How? I'm pretty sure I've done like no damage. Okay, so he's actually almost dazed. He's got 2, and then he's got 0, so he's stealthy. Um, let's see here. Could do something cheeky with that, which I'm gonna have to. All right, you know what? Screw it. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate cable, and I'm gonna go ahead and spend 6 to do Scani's Sun. Yeah, well, it's an area 2, so basically anybody within range 2, which both of you guys are. So having that card is fucking awesome to make sure you're within range 2 for me to do this. I get to roll 7 dice, and if I get a wild and a hit, you get staggered. So starting with Loki, that's going to be 7 Mystic. Uh, yep, range 2. And yep, you're inside that thing. Cool. All right, so it still goes off on Ultron. It's got 4 defense on that. There we go. That's what you want to see. I mean, no crits, but I just got this dagger on him. All right, I have no crits, so go ahead and explode your crit. Right, so you're blocking 3. I'm hitting you for 4. No, I'm sorry, I'm hitting for 3. So, all right, so no damage, but you do get staggered. So when a character activates, the first activation must be a shake. So basically, you lose an action. You lose an action. So yeah, extremely worth it on him. So it's like, is he gonna stay and fight, or is he gonna get messed up by it? All right. And my second action is gonna go ahead and let's see here. Yep, Loki's weapon 5. That doesn't matter because I don't have any reactions for this. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a plasma blast on Loki. So that's gonna be 5 energy into Loki. How do you have 9 power? Did you not just spend 3 on Trickster? Yep. Yeah, got a crit. You know, it's funny. I didn't even do my reroll last time. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my reroll. There we go. So you're blocking 1, so you take 2 damage, which should be enough to daze him. Oh, 2 defense, so you do take 1 damage, and you get incinerated. Oh, then you're rolling 1 less dice then. Alright, so yeah, so he gets a little daze token. Alrighty, so that's him, and because he's dazed, none of his superpowers are active, so I get to go to ahead and throw this freaking thing at him. And he drops the hammer. Uh, it's still far away from me, so. But, you know what? First thing I'm going to do is actually spend 3 power. 1, 2, 3. To go ahead and throw this size 3 into Ultron. So that's 4 damage coming in, so you're going to have to roll your physical. Yeah, so that's. Alright, so you're taking 3. Alright, and then I'm going to head and spend 2 power, and I'm going to do a body slide by 1 to move myself within range, and spend 1 to pick that up. Yep, here. He's dazed, so none of that should be. Cause it's like, yeah, he's dazed. That shit's still in effect. Yo, go suck a dick on that one. All right, and that's his activation. Because my thing was like, do I do something cheeky with Cable or do I do something cheeky with Omega Red? No, the only problem is Domino is about to freaking die because she only has 1 health, and she has a hammer. And then Omega Red, no one has said hi to him the whole game. I've had games where literally everybody targeted the crap out of Omega Red. Like he got pushed so fucking far off the board. I'm like, bro, just let me play Omega Red. Like, and like now it's like, does anybody want to play with Omega Red? Okay. Yeah, this. It would be Loki and Ultron, but Loki's dazed, so he can't activate the card. Yeah, that's within 3. Yep. Yep, I get the disarm token on him. But go ahead and put that on him. There you go. Yep. So you'll want to put it on. Go ahead and get that Dark Rain token on him. Actually, I gotta just put in my card. Yep. Sure. You're literally just barely within range too. And I'm taking 3 damage because I blocked nothing. Yep. Yep. Cool. All right. So let's go ahead. This range 3. Cool. Alrighty. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate Domino. I am gonna go ahead and do the automatic pistols, which is gonna be a 4 + 5 because of the hammer. Physical into Modoc. So, because your bullshit doesn't let me get wilds, so my bullshit doesn't let you get crits. So a lot of, no, it's physical. I think you have like what, 2 defense? Yeah. And then if I roll a hit, it doesn't matter if it goes through or not. I do get rapid fire, so I get to do it again. Yep. And I am gonna go ahead and pay 1 to make that skull into a crit. So I get to add 1 more dice. Cool. That's going to be 1, 2, and 3 because the skull is a crit. So it's going to be 3. You're saving 1. Yep. Alright, and because I rolled a hit, I get to make that attack again for free. I hope. So. Hold on. Did I get power? No, I just gained 1 power. Alright, so I'm going to pay power to explode that skull. So that turns into a blank. So that's 2, and the skull will be 3. Yeah, 1 defense, so that's 2. That should be enough to kill him. Nice. I mean, you took Sabretooth off the board, and he was my strongest character. Alright, so that's 1 activation. Second activation is just to put her on the point. So I'm just going to put her here. Alright, and that's Domino done. Stagger, yep. Yep. Just let you know the game is already over. I'm gonna let you know the game's kind of already over. Yeah, if I just move Omega Red there, that's 5 points and I win. But let's go ahead and finish this round with Cable. I want to see if you knock him out. Want to see if you one shot him. You get to make rerolls on him, right? Yeah. Is that what that does? All right. So you brought back Loki, right? All right. So I have to spend 3 now because he's back. It just removes a day's token. I don't know if he gets to go. Hold on. Let me actually look up that rule. What's it called again? Field dressing? Yeah, I had the AMD rule thing on my desktop. If a player uses field dressing on an activated character, does he remove the activation token from it? No. So yeah, then if he was never activated, then yeah, he should be fine to activate. Yeah, so yeah. I believe unlikely he will have an activation placed on him when he is dazed. Cool. The activated token is placed on a model after he completes his second action. What happens if my model gets dazed by reactive super? No, that doesn't matter. For previous ruling, allow us to search in keywords to make it could not rule back up. Yeah, I'm confused. So you get an activation token when you get dazed. Hi, Carnage Real Dilemma game yesterday. Finished my last activation. Opposing player had no model without activation or dazed tokens. To my surprise, then he plays field dressing and activates that previously dazed character. We continued playing as both we had and spectators say that this is how the card works according to official ruling. Somehow it's okay, let's see here. This is correct. Given that you have no other characters to activate, your opponent will not get another turn. They cannot play field dressing unless it is their turn, so they cannot play it and activate a character prior to the end of the activation phase in this scenario. Oh, okay. That's really weird wording on that one. That didn't help. Oh, okay. I think I found the one. Players alternate. A player that does not have a character to activate will be forced to pass instead of activating a character. Players may play team tactic cards and potentially use their special rules like leadership before they pass. Your field dressing example would work. Field dressing on a day's character that does not have an activated token would allow the active player to activate the formerly day's character instead of declaring it pass. They may not be allowed to declare the pass if they no longer have fewer characters activated. Okay, so yeah, as long as he didn't have an activation token, then he's able to actually activate. So he's good. At the, it's the same on him. They're both three. All right. Okay. Negative crit. Jeez. So I'm blocking two. Yep. So you can go ahead and reroll only these two. So I'll take three because I'm blocking two. Yeah. All right. So I still have him and him. Well, range three tongue lash. Yeah, gonna activate Toad. Gonna be on medium. Cool. So this is where the fun begins because I'm just gonna have you spend energy. So I'm gonna attack Loki with Tongue Lash, which is for physical. Yep, spend 3 to run away. Like literally, I'm just making you spend because I'm either gonna knock you out or you're gonna run away. So I'm just gonna make you spend because my next target will just be Ultron. So no point declaring Ultron if I can just make you spend power. Reroll. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Cool. You haven't center right. Yeah. So go ahead and delete that and roll 2. You get to reroll because of your god. Oh, actually no. During this attack. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, yeah, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and then reroll both. Oh, you blanks. Okay, so you do have a blank. Okay. So yeah, I have so nothing happens. Did I get a wild? I did get a wild, so I get to push you. And this is where we do the number 6. It doesn't matter. You just go straight back from him, and you just hit this wall, or put you within that stupid cone. Center to center. Just hate this positioning. Okay, and that's his activation. Yep. There you go. Yep. Yep. Good. Yup. And he only gets 3 physical defense. Or 3 power. Energy blast. There you go. Got a crit? You got a crit? Go ahead and explode yours. If it deals damage. Alright. So I am blocking 2, you're hitting me for 3, so yeah, he takes 1 damage and he gets slow. Alright. And I am going to head and spend 2 power. So after an attack targeting this character resolved, the character was damaged by the attack. This made use of superpower. This character advances medium. Now the only problem is I can't do it because I don't have enough power because of your bullshit. So yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, I can't do that. Okay. All right. So that's the end of that. All right, let's go ahead and start doing totals. All right, so I am holding 1 objective. You're holding 1, so we both get 1. You have 2 hammers, and I have 2 hammers. Alrighty, and go automatic cleanup. Yep, and then automatic power phase. No, I have priority because you went last. Yeah, because you use med and then it brought you back. What to do, what to do, what to do. It's the end of his activation. Yeah, so yeah, if I don't check it off, I will bleed to death. Um. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, you know why? I didn't move Omega Red. That's why you have priority. So yeah, let me go ahead and do that now. So he would have just went there basically. Actually, no, because I don't really care about that. Yeah, I actually would have moved him here, and he's within 4. So I'll spend 3 because look, actually no, is he not within? Yeah, no, he has to be within range 4 for me to do that. So I'll spend 3, and then I get to do my ensnare. So I get to pull you medium, which I did because shenanigans. Right. Yep. So let's see here. What else do I got? All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and double check. So no, not you. him, not him, but at least him. So yeah, I'm gonna do carbonadium coils, and that's gonna be 5 physical into Loki. Yep. Generate. Yep. And he blocked it. No, it's not like major like that because he just gets poisoned. What else? Okay. All right. So now we start the new round. Now you get the first activation. All right. That's physical. All right. So cool. I don't even have to roll then. All right. Cool. There you go. That's up. There we go. Blocking 2 so far with a crit, and you have no crits. All right. So I'm blocking 2. I'll take 1 damage. And then I'm gonna go ahead and spend 3 because of Loki's bullshit. Yeah. And do slippery, which lets me move medium. So he's just gonna go right back on the point. Right? That's Ultron. No, you just activated Ultron. You just you you just did 2 attacks on him. Yeah, it's now it's my turn. No, you literally threw 10 dice into to Toad. Yeah, that's why I paid 3. Yeah, I had to pay 3. That's why I'm like I had to pay 3 for his bullshit to move him. Yeah, slippery is a after an attack, targeting this character resolve. If the character was damaged by attack, it may use a superpower. This character advances medium. So I did that special, which costs me 3. So I had 4 power. All right, so now it's gonna be Cable's turn, and oh, I get to finish off everybody. Yeah, so I'm gonna do his Scani Sons, which is 6 power. And for each attack that deals damage, this resolve removes 1 from this character. So if I do damage, then I actually get that. So that's going to be 8 psychic damage into all 3 of them. So starting with Ultron. I'm going to start with Ultron. Actually, hold on. Yeah, I don't have the power yet, so shit. Do I generate the power to try to kill somebody? Actually, let me get through this step first, and then I can probably do other cool shit. All right. So, because the thing is, like, I can try to generate power, right? Which will let me play this card, which makes it so no one can reroll dice. It's meant for stealth characters, where it gets rid of the stealth, and then they're slow. They can only move short, and then they can't modify or reroll any of his defense dices. So if I can generate enough power, then I would dump that on like Red Skull to make sure he can't reroll shit this whole turn. So actually no, because I would probably put it on Loki. But if I can just knock him out right now, it wouldn't matter. But he's gonna run away. Um, who's got rerolls? Well, he's got Hail Hydra. That's fun. All right, so starting with Ultron, that's going to be 8 Mystic. Okay, this is really bad roll. Okay, got a crit. Yeah, no, right. All right, so I'm hitting for 3 minus 1. No, you got 2. So I'm only hitting for 1. All right, so that's going to be the first one. That's I'll actually get rid of all 6 power. I do get to heal 1 from that one. All right, so the next one is going to be into Red Skull. Um, you do have Hail Hydra. So when this character is attacked by attack, it may use a superpower. Choose an ally character within 2 to become the new target of the attack, regardless of range or line of sight. All right, so that's going to be 8 Mystic. Much better. That's 3, so that's just 1. All right, so that heals me, so I get another health back. All right, so that's another 8 going into Loki now. You're not gonna run away? No, it's psychic mystic. So yeah, minus incinerate, so still 3. There we go. There we go. Finally. It only took 6 to go into him. All right, and that heals me 1 more. All right. So at this point, um, Ultron went already, so I don't even have to worry about him. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually have um, no, I can't. Son of a bitch. All right, I'm gonna do a plasma rifle into Red Skull. That's gonna be 6 energy, and hopefully I can get some power off this. Yeah. Have a crit. Jeez, man, these are some horrible rolls. Okay, got a well. So that's 2. So that 1 goes through. Well, I used to get that 1 power I needed. All right. So after this, I'm gonna spend 1 power on him and 1 power on Red Skull. Well, not Red Skull, Mega Red, and we will do Mark for Death on Red Skull. So now he can't reroll or do anything. Wait, why did you take him off the board? He's only dazed. Yeah, he this is like his first thing, like he gets the flip. uh, alright, so that's his activation, and then he's gonna suffer one from the bleed. There you go. I'm like, I got a way to heal myself. Sweet. Oh yeah, so hold on. Loki. Damn it. All right, so Loki drops the cube. Not too slow. Oh no, he doesn't have a cube, does he? Oh, never mind. Okay. Yep. All right. It's yeah. Pay a power for that. That puts me at 16 at that point. Yeah, that's not the first time I forgot someone dropped somebody or something. I just added it. Basically, yeah. If I actually would have put a Mega Red there, then that actually would have been game. Yep. But no, this is pretty good. Like I said, like when it comes to this particular team, these two need to be next to each other because you want again he moves like crap, so you want to be able to have him move up the board, and you just want him to be pounding, and then you want to activate that so he gets to do it again. That's a scary turn, especially with if he's within range of a lot of people, and he gets to do that whirlwind twice or four times. It's disgusting. It's just it's scary. All right, your activation. Yep. But you still got let's go. Yeah, finally someone wants to play with him. he's he's so happy. Energy? Cool. Alright, he's got three energy. Sweet. Blocking three and a crit. And that's four. Yep, man, I got so that's yep, they're definitely within one of each other. I know that for a fact. I've used that before and that shit is so good. Okay. And I have no energy, so I can't add more dice. So you say strike, that's gonna be three physical. Feel like you're about to knock him out. Got a wild. Okay. So I take one damage and I only gain one power because I can't gain any more than one power. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and activate Omega Red. Let's see here. I swear I've been trying to do some cool shit this whole the game and I can't. Like he's got the carbonadium armor, which lets me reduce damage to 1. Death spores again. If people end their activation within 2. Are you within 2? No, no one's within 2. Yeah, no one's within 2. I'm gonna go ahead and actually use something cool on him. So I'm gonna do my Red Terror on Red Skull. It's funny. You always forget to get his leadership ability because he gets the power for attacking Cable. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna do Red Terror. Well, I'm gonna pay 4. That's gonna be 7 physical into Red Skull. And if I get wilds, I get to change one of your defending dice into to failures, and then I get a power every time I do that. And I rolled 0 wilds. And oh yeah, I even forgot to do my reroll, so I got a reroll from leadership. And no, that didn't do anything. All right, so that's 4 going into you. You are blocking 3, so you're taking 1 damage. Yep. All right, so at this point, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and do a 5 carbonadium coils to Red Skull. That is going to be physical. Oh yeah, there is a freaking wild I needed before. Or there's a crit, yeah. And wild. Yeah, there is the wilds when I needed them. Alright, that's 4. You're blocking 1. He's taking 3. Was he 1 and 1 health? Okay, so I get A power. And I still can't do anything cool because I've run out of power. And that is his activation. You have no more characters. Yep. Domino is just gonna shake that off and then sit right there. So that's her. And that's game. Yep. That was pretty scary towards there. Loki is such a pain in the ass to deal with. Especially on a team that's kind of already kind of hard to generate power on. I think this is the first game I've actually used every single tactic card too. And you almost did too. So you just had that last one too, which you could have actually done it. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Can I see your roster really quick? See if I give you some hints. Yeah, I think it kind of got screwed up in there. All right, so we got Baron Zemo, Crossbone, Killmonger, good. Rocket's pretty good on that as well. Red Skull, don't know who that is. Modoc. Okay, Modoc. Yeah, yeah. That's a pretty good roster right there. Unfortunately, Guardians is like trash tier. They're fun, but they're just kind of trash tier. Um, yeah. So let's see here. What do want Skull for 4? This guy for 9. Doesn't want him in Thermo for 12, and then take. Yeah. So this is okay. All right. Now I can already tell you the biggest issue right now with this team. You have way too many 4 threats. Right. Which is nice to have affiliated, but at the same time too, like you don't have Sin in there because she could be an alternate to Red Skull, and she's only a 3 threat. So you can be a leader, and she's really strong because basically, if I'm sitting on a thing, I actually have to roll to see if I keep it or it moves me, or if I have like a hammer, I can drop it if I don't roll well. So that makes her really strong. So pull that really quick. So that's Sin right here. So she actually is Red Skull's daughter. So right here, during the cleanup phase, after scoring victory points, roll a die for each objective token contested in allied character. If the result is this, push enemy characters contesting objective short, and then roll a dice for each enemy character holding an asset within 2 of an allied character. If the result is this, then they drop it. Those affiliation cards are old. You have to go to AMG's website to see the new affiliation list. Um, Yes, again, she's a cheap 3, and again, she can be running also. She has tactic cards with uh, crossbones because they have like a husband and wife thing where if she's in partners in crime, at the end of this character's activation, if you are within 4 of crossbones, this character may use a superpower. If the ally crossbone does not have an activation token, you may activate before your turn ends. So you get to go ahead and make him do something. So you have 2 activations in 1 turn, which is really strong because it gives you priority control because you're always activating more. So the person who goes last is the person that gives up priority. So that makes her super strong. She's weak, but at the same time, she's kind of strong because she has stealth. And then when this character is damaged by an enemy allied effect, after the effect result, it is not dazed, it gains 1 power. So she gets power easily as well. And then she has hit and run, so you can do an attack and then move. And then this is really strong because her pistol. Like Domino's, I have to roll a hit for me to get the rapid fire. She doesn't. She just automatic. So she's always rolling 8 dice. So that makes her strong. And she's always guaranteeing a power. So she will always guaranteed 2 power and roll 8 dice per attack of that. So she's a strong character, not very, tough, but again, you put a crossbones next to her, you don't want fucking crossbones up in your face because you hit crossbones, he gets to move closer to you. And you don't want a crossbows doing a fucking haymaker and an overpower because that just sucks. That's an 8 physical with a throw. And then he has injured to pain, which means you can pay and not get hit. This also works on bleed. So if you actually have bleed and you have power, you can actually block a bleed. Because if you read it, it says if this character would suffer wounds, it may use its superpower, reduce the amount suffered by 1. As in any effect, it doesn't have to be getting hit by something. It could literally, if you're bleeding, you can actually pay the power and not take the damage from bleed. And then aggressive is that if you, yeah, exactly. It doesn't say it's a minimum one, and it doesn't say enemy effect or anything like that. It's just whenever you're supposed to take damage, you can reduce it. He's the only person in the game that actually has that. Like Thanos has one. It's not this good. This is better. So those two together. So like out of everybody here, I would probably say drop Killmonger or Ultron. Probably Ultron actually, because Killmonger is actually pretty cool. He's got Usurper the Throne, which is you take the highest threat character, and if you kill him, you get a bunch of victory points. And then let's see here, tactics cards. Yeah, you get this crazy shit right here. Illicit tech. During Crossbones or Sin's activation, they may spend 1 power to play this card. This character may use the attack shown above. After this attack is resolved, this character gains power equal to damage dealt. After the attack is resolved, the target character and the enemy character within 2 of it gain the Incinerate special condition. This attack only have dice added to it if there's crits. So it's a 5 range, 6 energy attack with all this crap going on with it. And that's on crossbow. So Mr. I only have range 2 gets a range 5 attack for 1 power. So you can see how having these two together with this card already makes a really good Cabal list. So yeah, out of everybody, I would say drop Ultron because he's not really all that great right now. Put in Sin, put in that tactic card, and if you don't already have a Zipper the Throne. Okay, so just to let you know, you have 4 restricted cards. You can only have 2. So this is actually kind of funny. We all play 10. Oh no, 8. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, everybody know we all play 10. But yeah, 8. Yeah. Out of that, you can only have 2 restricted cards. No, in your selection, you can only actually have 2. Yeah. So like, yeah, having all this would be a little too much. You can only choose 2 to actually have in your list. But yeah, this is good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, just literally choosing field dressing to me. You had a good play because that was like your last activation. You got Loki back up. I wasn't really ever a big fan of field dressing for the most part. Again, that turn was pretty good. I always take brace for impact because someone's always throwing shit at me. Disarm's good. Patch up again. That's if you're able to generate a lot of power. That's where patch up becomes really good because you want to be able to use patch up on like Modok. That's why it's like keep Modok with Red Skull, and if you keep patch up with you, then he can just generate a lot of power because he can do Cosmic Cube gain to 3, and then whatever you have, you can probably take 5 off him, and that just made him a 19 health Modok. So that makes him scary. Again, having him be able to move Modok short a lot is strong, and then healing him for like 5 is super strong. So that's why you always want to keep Red Skull and Modok together. But yeah, if you ran MetaNet and then you run Sin and Crossbones together because he's 3 and she's 3. So that right there is 6. And then that's 10. And then that's 15. So that's already 15. And then we played what, 17? We played 17. So at that point, you can field rocket. So that gives you 5 with a Modok, which is a lot stronger than what you have here. I mean, I gotta lie. Loki did his thing because he was annoying and he was making me pay a crap ton of extra power all the time. But you want to have a little bit more kill potential. Uh, so for the most part, like Ultron didn't really do much. Kind of like on my side, like Sabretooth just died. Like he didn't fucking do a damn thing. He did like one attack for like three, and that was it, and then he just fucking died. So like to me, like I felt like I probably should have brought Wolverine over him. So on my list, I had Domino, Deadpool, Cable, Black Widow, Baron, Wolverine, Toad, Sabretooth, Omega, and Mystique. So I could have ran Mystique with Deception and then literally just like pull you, but I've been trying to play more Mega Red, right? And he's cool. I just haven't been able to use him like better. I don't know. Domino's always good at what she does. She's a little bit hard to kill. And then she does a lot of dumb shit with the whole crit thing. Sabretooth is a beast. If he can get in like in you and you know do a no mercy. See, that's the thing. You got me before I was able to do a no mercy into you, because that would have been, I shit you not, that would have been a 12 dice attack onto Modoc. Or or yeah, or it would have been a was it 14 dice Savage Predator, and if I got that finisher off, it would have been another claw slash. You know what I mean? Like that's what his job was. But unfortunately, like he couldn't take that much damage from Modoc. That's why Modoc is scary. Modoc can basically one shot people. And again, he only has threes across the boards with no rerolls. So that puts him in a bad position. I feel like Wolverine would have been a lot better. No, no, because he actually only rolls two Mystic dice, so that would have been really shitty. Yeah, yeah, no, actually, yeah, that actually would have been really shitty. But he does have the his charge, so he can move and then make us like adamantium slash. The only problem is he's just going into Modoc because of the wild restrictions makes none of these characters viable. But at the same time, their biggest attacks are going to be physical, and he only has two physical defense dice. So that's the bad part of Modoc, but at the same time, he just stops a lot of characters. So like just this list in particular, he was able to actually stop Sabretooth in his tracks from doing a lot of shit. Even though he only had two defense dice, but still that was enough for him to take some good amount of damage and just totally kill Sabretooth. He didn't do shit. I was like, oh come on, Sabretooth. I've seen you do some nasty shit before. Yeah, so at that point, I mean, I could have done better with like the stick and pistol, if anything. But uh, yeah, see, like Zemo would have been a lot better too because I could have just like ran at him. And again, I couldn't get any bleed or anything special conditions, but it is what it is. But yeah, that was a good game. But yeah, you don't have a bad list. It's actually pretty good. The only thing I probably would say just get rid of Ultron, put in Sin, put in that one card in there, and then you should be good. Yep. I'm gonna give you a website really quick. This is all right. This is Danger Room. This lets you this Danger Room app. I'm gonna send it over. There you are. This is gonna let you build lists, basically. So sign up for it, and then when you actually go to build, it's gonna have a little green cross at the top. Click on that, and then it'll let you. So when you do the searches, you can do by affiliation. So you can type in Cabal, and it'll actually show you every single person in Cabal. Because that way, like you can see the updated list of actual people within Cabal. Because I think they added more. Yeah, so like Baron Mordor is actually part of Cabal. Bob, Agent of Hydra is part of Cabal. Bullseye is part of Cabal. Cassandra Nova, she's fucking strong right now. She's part. Enchantress, really strong. I think she's stronger than Loki. She's yeah, her daughter. Um, Hood is part of Cabal. Magneto's part of Cabal. Mr. Sinister is part of Mr. Sinister is really strong. Omega Red's part of Cabal, Sabretooth is Cabal, and Viper. So yeah, there's a lot of people affiliated with the Cabal. But yeah, anybody who is aggressive, that can benefit from gaining power from doing damage, is gonna work really nice. You know what I did? That's really fucking scary. Um, the new Hulk card with Cabal. No, you can bring anybody as long as you have 51%. I ran Hulk with Cabal, and this shit was fucking scary. Cause I was doing like 14 dice Hulk smashes. I think it was 14. It's 8 plus you get 4 for every damage. So it was like 11 plus some other crap. So yeah, I was doing some really dumb shit, and then you have Hulk not puny banner, which is if you're getting hit by a physical or energy attack, you can modify as many dice as you want, and you can reroll skulls. So yeah, anybody who benefits from power to do a lot of crazy shit is scary. So yeah, all right, man. Yo, man. Great. Later.